the
Okay,
proceedings today.
still it is good morning. In Bangladesh time, it is not 12. Almost
Good morning
this
and
okay,
good
namaskar.
morning and
Assalamualaikum.
greetings to thank you, sir. Good morning and greetings to one and all on behalf of LDC Institute of Technical Studies, Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh, India. I, Dr. Sudhanshu Singh, Associate Professor and Head Department of Management Studies, welcome you all to this international guest lecture series.
Okay,
Since
thank you, Dr.
its
Sudhanshu.
inception,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sudhanshu. I will not take more time because I have another meeting after 1 hour. My topic is I am Professor.
Briefly.
Akkas.
I'm coming to the point, sir. I'm coming to the point. Since its inception in 2007, LDC Institute is marching ahead under the able leadership of its chairman, Shri Sanjay Gupta ji, and has always endeavored to excel in all possible academic corners and directions. And in its continuous pursuit of excellence, organization of international guest lecture series is another step in this direction. To begin this lecture series, we certainly could not have got a better option, a better name than Professor Ali Akkas, sir. To begin this lecture series, we have a very renowned academician, a senior professor, and an eminent scholar in the field of management education. And he is none other than Professor Muhammad Ali Akkas, sir, from Dhaka University, Bangladesh. I'm extremely overwhelmed to get this opportunity to extend heartiest welcome to such a doyen of management education. Sir, come from the great neighbor Bangladesh. We welcome you, sir, to this holy city of Prayagraj, the erstwhile Allahabad, and we are grateful to you that you spared your valuable moments for us, and on just a single writing, you got agreed to my request. What a humble human being he is. Something which everybody must learn from this, sir. Let me take this opportunity to introduce you all to this great academic personality called Professor Muhammad Ali Akkas, sir, from Dhaka University, Bangladesh. Sir has had a wonderful academic career of spanning over almost 40 years. Sir began his career in year 1980. Sir, it has been brilliant throughout his academic life. Sir has always holder Professor CSC, BCom, MCom, and also in MBA. Sir, his product MBA and has always been a position holder, first or second position, has always bagged throughout his life. Sir has had the honor of holding many dutiful seats in the university and academic field. Sir has been the joint convener, Center Blue Group, University of Dhaka. Sir has been the convener, Blue Group, Faculty of Business Studies from 2001 to 2004. Sir has been the former chairman of Management Department, University of Dhaka from the year 2016 to 2019. Sir has been the Senate member of Dhaka since 2017. Provost, Mohsin Hall, University of Dhaka from 2009 to 2015. Director of Business Research, University of Dhaka from 2015 to 2000. What wonderful journey it has been, sir. Joint convener Blue Group of University of Dhaka from 2018 to 19. Chairman Bureau of Business Research, University of Dhaka from 18 to 19. Member Academic Council. And he was elected an assistant professor. Sir has been the director, Master of Professional Human Resource Management Program from 2015 to 2016. Sir has been the director of MBA program, Department of Management, University of Dhaka from the year in the year 2019 to 2016 to 2021. Sir has authored 5 books and more than 55 or 60 papers. Sir, an excellent journey, an inspiration for all of us. Now, please join your hands together to welcome Professor Ali Akkas, sir. Sir would enlighten us. Sir, do we have with us?
Yes, I'm hearing. Yes, I'm hearing. Yes, I'm hearing.
Now, sir would enlighten us on this area of HR. Sir would be speaking about employee performance through motivation. Now, join your hands together to welcome this great academic personality, Professor Muhammad Ali Akkas, sir. Sir, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sudhanshu Singh, saying good words about me. I enjoy because I am a teacher. We are all teachers and we are all knowledge worker. We are supposed to gain knowledge and share the knowledge among the participants all over the world. It's a pleasure to get an opportunity to say few words, few sentences, few minutes with my honorable colleagues. Are you listening? Any recording problem?
It's okay. It's okay. Video.
Today's topic is performance to employee motivation. Why? You see, I am a man of human resource management. We are all human beings.
It's not visible.
We are all human beings. As a human being, people comes first. In the competitive business world, what matters most is performance. Performance make a big difference between success and failure of any organization. For example, this university, this organization, one of the leading organization of Allahabad.
वहाँ legal है ना? हाँ, वहाँ legal मिलता है। अगर आप जाइए
I think when I'm delivering lecture, please mute because
somebody is speaking. Please switch off your
speaking.
mobile. Please
noise,
mute yourself, everybody.
Yeah, because of noise pollution. Yeah, okay, right. In a competitive business world, what matters most is performance. Performance makes a big difference between success and failure. Great men shut off others' mouth through performance. Actions are louder than speaks. Actions are louder than words are more. Actions are more than important than words. For example, you know some great player, superstar, Tendulkar, Messi, Virat Kohli, or a great performer. They are famous not for physical appearance. They are famous for their action, achievement, performance. So what is performance? Performance is the degree of accomplishment of a goal or target. What is target? What is goal? Goal is the target or destination where you would like to go, where you would like to reach. My goal is to deliver lecture today, one of the leading universities of India. It's a pleasure. Your goal is to become a successful man. Your goal is to become happy. Your goal is maybe to become a rich person. So goal differ from person to person. Whatever goal you might have, you have to work hard to achieve the goal. Your goal must be smart. What is smart? Smart means specific, measurable, attainable, and timetable. My time is 1 hour. So we are all directed towards a goal. We are on earth. As a human being, Almighty Creator sent us on earth to do something not for yourself, even for the others. This is called in Arabic word asanu amala. Amala means performance. Asanu amala. How well you are performing. At the end of the day, you will be rewarded or penalized because of performance. You have to achieve your goal effectively and efficiently. Whatever you do, you must do it carefully. You must do it effectively and efficiently. What is effective? Effective means doing the right things. Efficient means doing the right things at using least amount of resources. You have to do your MBA within a period of 2 years or 1 year or 3 years. If you did MBA, it will take 5 years, 10 years, wastage of time and money. So be smart, be effective, as well as be efficient. In case of business, in case of organization, what is performance? Performance indicators differ from organization to organization. In case of business, indicators may be providing goods and service at a lower cost but high quality. In case of sports, football, Messi is a big performer because he knows how to make goal. He is a great assist. He is not only a great player, he also a great team player. So team performance is always greater than individual performance. Individual may be talent, may be brilliant. It does not make big difference. But team performance, that is called synergy. Synergy means the whole is greater than the summation of individual parts. When people are united, when they work together, they make a big difference. You have a talent, but individually you cannot go very ahead. If you work together, that matters most. We must be united. United India, united Bangladesh, united the world will be more further. Almighty Creator, we call Allah. In India, it is called Ishwar or Bhagavan. Same thing. Almighty Creator appreciate those who do their job with perfection. Perfectionist. You cinema actor Amir Khan, perfectionist. Amitabh Bachchan, perfectionist. Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, all are great cinema stars. They're perfectionists. They make shot. Ghulam Azam, Dilip Kumar. He makes same shot 100 times to make it defect-free. So it is difficult to become defect-free, but we try to be near to perfection. So perfection make a big difference. Human resource management expert, me as an expert, as a lover of human resource management, believe that performance is through people. People make things happen. But people must be smart, skilled, qualified, committed. According to, for example, Akio Morita, father of Sony company. You know, Sony company is famous for Sony automobile. He wrote a book, Made in Japan, 1972. In his book, Akio Morita, the chairman of the Sony Corporation of Japan, see, what a nice quotation. Asset make things possible. People make things happen. You have a lot of assets. India is a big country, a lot of assets. But assets does not make difference. What difference make is people. If people are qualified, if people are motivated, if they are smart, if they are patriot, if they are love for each other, then the country will go further development. So as I made things possible, people make things happen. People are, according to Almighty, people are Ashraful Makhluqat. It is an Arabic word, Ashraful Makhluqat, means people are the best creature of Almighty Creator. Best creature of Almighty Creator. There are so many creatures. Man, woman, tiger, cow, so many. But people are the best. Why people are the best? Because people are endowed with, people are blessed with some uncommon qualities. What are the qualities of people that make difference? Number one, people have imagination. People are knowledgeable. People have creativity. But all people are not equal. You have a natural talent. You have to cultivate talent. All people are talent. Talent does not make difference unless talent are utilized. Hard work beat talent. Michael Jordan of the USA basketball player, he makes a nice quotation. Because you are very talented, you are very proudy, no, arrogant. That is very hard. Talent make a big difference. When talent does not work, hard work beat talent. So hard work depends on your willingness. That is called motivation. I will say after 5 minutes. I will make it clear. So why people are the best? Why people are the unique? Why people are different from other factors of production? You can produce nothing without people. There are many factors of production, land level, capital, entrepreneurship. Of all the factors, number one is people, because people make other factors useful, productive. If there is no qualified people, no smart people, no knowledgeable people, nothing will be produced. So number one, people are creativity, knowledge, and imagination. According to British professor, knowledge is power. But according to Einstein, imagination is more powerful than knowledge. We imagine we can fly. Birds fly, so people fly. Then we innovate airplane, rocket, and so many speedy automobile. Then people have ability of synergy. What is synergy? Synergy means the whole is greater than the summation of individual part. When people are united, productivity is high. Productivity through team, productivity through collectivism. Japan is famous for collectivism. South Korea is famous for collectivism, not individualism. Americans are individualist, but Japanese, Indians, even Bangladesh, we believe collective. Collective effort is better than individual effort. Individual may be talent, but if your talent, if you undermine others, you are suffering from proudness that undermine others' performance. So as a team, you have to play. Team India is a big slogan. I like Indian cricket, Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, Kapil Dev in my time. So Team India, Team Bangladesh, Team South Africa, that is better. Person is not important, team is important. So this is called synergy. People have another quality that is very important. That is called perception. People perceive same thing differently. People are psychological human beings. We make interpretation based on our cognition, and cognition always man-specific. Cognition is very generalized. It is not, you cannot generalize cognition. Cognition differs person to person. We call Allah. As a Muslim, we call Allah. As a Hindu, you call Ishwar or Bhagavan. But same thing. Allah is one. So perception is better. You perceive correctly, but it is not possible to perceive anything correctly because our cognition is faulty. Cognition differs from person to person. Cognition differs from your knowledge, your family background, your religion, your education. The Indians are very good in English because in India, in fact, India's mother language is English, not Hindi. Because all Indians are good in English, they are good in Hindi as well as they are good in local language, maybe Bangla, maybe Tamil, maybe Assami. I visited India 7 times. I see there are all people can speak English, even driver can speak English. So that is Indian strength. Indian good are in language, they're good in computer as well. You will find anywhere in the world, at least 10% professor of USA, even Singapore, even Dubai, you will find Indian professor because Indian people make them global citizens. We're living in global world. No, don't think India, think as a whole. That's why India is ahead. On this point, India is better than China. Chinese are hardworking, but Chinese are not good in English. English language dominates the world. And India take the advantage of knowing English. Then comes people can be motivated. When people are motivated, they work hard. So what is motivation? Motivation is a willingness to exert effort. You have talent, you have unlimited potential. It does not make any difference. You have ability, you have willingness to utilize your unlimited potential. All human beings with unlimited potential. I have seen beginning my class, Ashraful Makhluqat. You are the best creator of Almighty Allah, Almighty Creator, Almighty Bhagavan or God, whatever you say. Because you are talent, you are brilliant, it does not matter. What Einstein says, according to Einstein, genius equal to 1% talent, 99% hard work or effort. Effort is more important. Effort means motivation. Now I focus on my main issue, performance equal to ability into motivation to opportunity. I think this formula known to all professors, but here I will find all our colleagues. It is difficult to take class before the colleagues because all colleagues are Pandit and scholar. It is better to say, give lecture before the students. The students are weaker. Still, I am explaining P equal to A into M into O. A means ability. Ability means capacity or capability or competence of doing something perfectly, effectively, with zero defect. Japan called it zero defect. That is called, Japan is famous for TQM, total quality management. America is called 6 Sigma. At 6 Sigma, we produce something without defect. 10 million, almost 0.001 defect. So do something perfectly without wastage because world is suffering from resource crisis. Resources are limited. So we have to use our resource perfectly. That is called ability. You have to develop your ability. Ability, how to develop ability? You have to, some ability we inherit by birth. Who are our parents? Genetically, we inherit ability from our parents. That's why Hindu people are very careful in getting married. They don't never get married within the same blood. They don't marry cousin, we call Mamataban, Khalataban, Sadataban, no sister. They get married. Even medical test is important to get marry someone. If there is a blood problem, not marry someone you love. Rather, you get marry someone who is physically, mentally sound. If your wife is mentally sound, your husband is mentally sound, they can give good side. So our ability inherits by birth, maybe 80%, 70%. And the rest ability we acquire through learning and education. So ability comes from two sources. One is genetically, and other is we learn, training, education. We are doing MBA. Why we are doing MBA? We are doing MBA because MBA is a degree teaching many languages, many courses. So ability can be learned through training, education, experience, foreign trip, observation. So many ways you can develop yourself. Then comes you have ability. Ability alone not enough. You have ability, you have capability, you are brilliant. Does not make difference. You have willingness to use the ability. That is called motivation. So what is motivation? Motivation is the willingness to work hard. Motivation is the willingness to utilize your ability and capacity. You are lucky as a human being. You are talent, you are genius, but it produces nothing unless you are determined, you have willingness, you have attitude, commitment to utilize your unlimited ability or capacity. So motivation, if motivation is missing, ability alone cannot make any difference. There are many theories of motivation. I don't explain these theories. I explain one theory only, theory of expectancy, developed by Victor Bloom in 1965. Very great theory. He says that motivation depends on three conditions. Number one, do I believe if I give effort, I perform well? There must be linkage between effort and performance. If I give effort, I perform better. Some students are working hard, but teachers are biased. In spite of hard working, they are not getting good grade. So it does not put effort. So you must believe that if I work hard, I can produce good result. The effort lead to performance. Linkage between effort and performance. Then comes if I perform performance and reward. If I perform well, I must be rewarded. There should be linkage between effort and performance and reward. Reward may be promotion, reward may be good job, reward may be appreciation, it may be psychological, it may be sociological, it may be financial, it may be monetary, but different types of reward. You might be rewarded for your performance. So performance measurement is important. That is called performance management. There is a course in MBA level A that is called performance management, not performance appraisal. Management means you have to set goal jointly, collectively. Goals should not be imposed. That is called top-down, bottom-up approach. In the early days, goals are set by top management and employees. It is imposed on the employee. They can do it, they cannot do it. So it is not their fault. Manager and employees work together to set the goal. That is called goal-setting theory of motivation. So you said in management theories, they're very interconnected. So according to Skinner, the effort lead to performance, performance lead to reward, and reward must satisfy my individual need. What is my demand? I stood first in Dhaka University Management MBA in 1982. I would like to be a teacher. If the authority does not like me, I will not get the job. So there should be fair treatment, no discrimination in the name of religion, in the name of gender, in the name of color. But it is the theoretical. But practically, people are biased. There are discrimination. Some people are victimized. So if the environment is not supportive, if the environment is not friendly, if the environment is not bias-free, in spite of hard work, you may not be correctly rewarded. If you are not rewarded, you will be demotivated, you will be frustrated, you cannot utilize your potential. So organization must create a very supportive and friendly environment where every employee feels comfortable and free. They contribute more if they feel that they are fairly judged, if they perceive that there is no discrimination, no partiality. That is called democratic environment. That is called good governance. That is called transparency. I work hard, I'll be rewarded according to my performance. Even Almighty Allah, Almighty Creator says in Quran, I make judgment on the final day of, that is called Akhirat. According to Muslim, we call it Akhirat. Last day, final day of judgment. We go to hell and heaven. Shargo এবং দুজক. Narok means দুজক. Shargo means heaven. Heaven and hell. We believe heaven and hell. If you are a good performer, you go to heaven. If you are a worst performer, you go to hell. So hell and heaven depends on performance. As a human being, what you are doing on earth? You are on earth. You are sent by Almighty on earth to test how well you are doing your job. Are you honest? Are you ethical? Are you punctual? Are you disciplined? Japanese professor, I was in Japan for 6 months. So Japanese believe that to work is to pray. To work is to pray. Karma dharma. India call it karma. Karma means karma. Karma means performance. Karma dharma. My religion is not Hindu, not Muslim. My religion is working hard. Productivity, surplus. If you are productive, that is a good recognition. You are on earth, not only for yourself. Mother Teresa of India, Calcutta, he got Nobel Prize. She did not get married. She worked hard for the betterment of the mankind. You know, Amartya Sen, great professor. He was born in Bangladesh. Then he left Bangladesh in 1945, settled in Calcutta, did study in Delhi, and then go to Harvard, MIT, Oxford. He was a great professor. I like him very much. Amartya Sen. Why you are on earth? You are on earth not for yourself. You are on the world not for yourself. You want to work, do something for yourself and for others. There are two dimensions of life, quality of life and quantity of life. Quantity of life is very capitalist. Make money, lead a happy life. Very selfish. Our quality of life means make money and do something for the welfare of others. So for doing something for the welfare of others, you must be productive. You must be productivity. Then what is productivity? Productivity is the input-output ratio. Less input, more output, maintaining quality. If you are productive, India is good, India's GDP is good, but India should do better. India long time exploited by British. So our resources are migrated from India to England. All developed countries exploit poor countries like India, Bangladesh, Africa. We are exploited a long time. But India made a quick recovery. Still Bangladesh is doing good. So country comes first. Productivity comes first. You love your country, not in words. You love your country by action. You love your country, your contribution. What is your contribution? You are born in India. I born in Bangladesh. That is not enough. What I should do something for my country. You should do something for your country. Country comes first. First country, then group, then individual. Individual thought, then the group, then the country. If there is no country, there is no group, there is no person. So see, performance make a big difference. Performance can answer to all problems. A lot of people in Bangladesh, India, leading a poor life. It is disgusting. It is disgusting. We are in good position, but our friends, our colleagues, our students, our neighbors leading a poor life. That is not a pleasure. Pleasure means I am in good position. My all friends are in good position. My all colleagues are in good position. My all country people are in good position. Mahatma Gandhi. That's why we love Mahatma Gandhi, father of India. He lead a very simple life. Dhuti, you know dhuti? You understand dhuti? Dhuti means one type of dress. Very simple. Maybe 20 taka, 30 taka. But still he's the number one. Father of the nation. Father of the nation because he set an example. Lead a simple life. Even Mamata Banerjee lead a very simple life. If you set a good example as a manager, as a vice chancellor, as a professor, I set good example for others. Then others follow me. So my objective is I must be productive. My objective, I create a surplus. If I create surplus, I will be benefited, the nation will benefit. So performance or productivity depends on ability into motivation, into opportunity. Who will provide opportunity? Opportunity provided by the, in case of university, opportunity provided by the professor, head of the department, vice chancellor. For example, Dr. Sudhanshu Singh arranged a lecture for you, for the students. And he contact with the many teachers of different countries of the world. I think Dubai, I find someone Nepal, I find someone Oman. That is good. We can share knowledge. So it is a support. The students are benefited with the lecture delivered by the teachers from different parts of the world. So it is a support. Support comes from your family, your parents, your mother, your father, your wife, your husband, your brother, your organization, your colleague, your top management, your government must provide support. In India, once education is very free, almost free. My many friends of Bangladesh, Dhaka University, did PhD from India, mainly Calcutta, Aligarh, Delhi University. Many, more than 200. They did PhD in India, 1980s, 70s, because that time India education is almost free. Only 600 Indian rupee scholarship. Now Indian education involved more costly because of privatization, because of capitalization. In Bangladesh also it is costly. So education, the more you spend money for education, the more country will develop. In India, I think education rate is very good. In Bangladesh also, now education rate is 70%, but in Japan it's 100%. Education is not important. Quality of education is important. A lot of people are having MBA degree, a lot of people master degree, they know nothing. There should be a matching between demand and supply. What is theory and practice? Industry demand, market demand, and academic institute must be well connected. That is called industry university collaboration or cooperation. That Dr. Sudhanshu Singh invite me to give a lecture. I will agree because I want to share my knowledge with my Indian friends, Indian students, Indian colleagues. It is a pleasure because knowledge is unlimited. I know nothing. Even Newton says, I know nothing. I'm in the sea beach of knowledge, not in the ocean. Knowledge is ocean, like the Bay of Bengal or Indian Ocean or Pacific Ocean. We know very little. Maybe knowledge is 1,000. We know only 0.01%. In the Holy Quran, I know Muslim, we read Holy Quran. You read Gita and Bhagavad. The Holy Quran, I find one surah that is called Ikra Bismi Rabbika Allazi Khalaq. All Allah says, read in the name of Almighty Creator. Read in the name of Almighty Creator. Read and read and read. The more you read, the more you know. The more you read, the more you know. The more you are knowledgeable. Sorry. The more you are knowledgeable, the more you contribute. Reading is the source of knowledge. Read books. Read thousands of books. I read more than 2,000 books of Bengali novel and drama written by Ravi Thakur of India. He got Nobel Prize. Ravi Thakur, Sharad Chandra, I think one Bengali professor here. All are, you are from Uttar Pradesh. You are learned very little about Bangla. I like Bengali literature of Indian poet Ravi Thakur, Sharad Chandra, Bankim Chattopadhyay, Shankar. I think your Indian Calcutta professor understand what I mean. He will explain in Hindi. So, as a student, you have to read many books, not only textbooks. You read books you read newspaper, you read magazine. Now, Google is the father or mother of knowledge. In Google, you find a lot of articles. I want to read at least 2 articles per day. The more you read, the more you are knowledgeable. The more you are knowledgeable, the better you can speak, the better you can write. Indians are good in writing. Indians are good in talking. Indians are good in English. So, English is a language, not knowledge. First, try to gain knowledge. Then English is a language, expression. I can explain English, I can explain Bangla, I can explain Hindi. It depends country to country. So, first of all, try to spend, you see, in the Holy Quran, Allah says, the Almighty Creator, you call Bhagavan, we call Allah. Allah says, I love those who are knowledge seeker, who are in pursuit of knowledge, That means who are knowledge seeker, I appreciate them. I facilitate their road, go to heaven. If you are knowledge worker, you will be rewarded. Religion does not mean go to mandir. Religion does not mean go to mosque. Religion means gain knowledge, create knowledge. You have to create knowledge through research. Through lecture, you are distribution of knowledge. Through writing, you are distribution of knowledge. That is called knowledge management. Knowledge management has 2 sections. One is knowledge creation, other is knowledge dissemination, knowledge distribution. Enlighten people through lecture, through writing books, through Zoom link. Zoom is a good way. It is zero cost. I am giving lecture 1 hour, no cost. You are listening, no problem. So that is very free. You are using modern technology to distribute knowledge. So enlighten people through knowledge. Knowledge remove darkness. APJ Kalam, you know APJ Kalam, ex-president of India. I love him. He did brief history of time. He's a great man. APJ Kalam says, what is dream? Do you know the definition of dream? Can you say anything? Can you participate? What is dream? Shapna. What Hindi called? Dream means in Hindi. What is the meaning of dream in Hindi? Dr. Shwedangshu? Dr. Shwedangshu, would you please participate?
Sir, dream doesn't allow you, dream as per Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam doesn't allow you to sleep. सपना आपको सोने नहीं देता है.
Yeah.
सपना वो नहीं है जो, yes.
Dream means
सपना
you have a
वो
target,
नहीं
you
है
have
जो
plan.
आप
Right. Great quotation. If you have dream at night, it is not dream. Dream does not allow you to go to sleep. You have to materialize the dream. Come to light. Your plan is get A+ in GPA+ in management or research management. You have to work hard. So hard, there is no alternative to working hard. Hard work is
there
important.
is a saying in Sanskrit which says charavati, chalte raho, keep going.
Keep going.
Charavati.
Yes, chalte raho, keep going. Cholse, right. You can walk. Right. Hard work, effort. That I mentioned in the beginning, according to Einstein. 99% effort, 1% talent. Genius equal to 1% talent, 99% effort. Effort is more important than talent. That is called self-initiative. In India, one great writer, I think his name is Prof Chaudhary. I think my Dr. Ramesh Dawani of West Bengal, he knows. Prof Chaudhary. He was education, there is no limit of education. Education does not mean doing PhD. Education does not limit to MBA. Education does not limit to expert in computer. Main education definition is self-education. Self-education. What is called self-education in Hindi? Dr. Sudhanshu? Self-education. Sushikha mani swashikha. Best education is self-education. Best education is self-education. You have to read yourself. You have to read yourself. In the classroom, in the exam, you work hard for exam in the classroom for passing the exam, for obtaining good grade. But real education lies with self-education. You have to read how many books? Thousands of books. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, they complete one book per day. They complete one book per day. Especially Bill Gates. That's why he's the rich man. Elon Musk work hard. You see, when he has mind in idea, he work 96 hours per week. 14 hours per day. 14 hours per day, Elon Musk work hard. He works so hard. That's why he's number one in the world. Number one rich person in the world. So the difference between you and others, that is called effort. That is called hard work. There is no alternative to work. Somewhat talent doesn't matter. Messi is talent. Messi is genius. But Ronaldo is a talent. There's a difference between genius and talent. Genius are very limited by born. But Ronaldo got best award 5 times. Messi got 7 times. But almost same. Because one work hard, genius are lucky. Okay. They need less working. But if I am less talented, I need to give. I work 2 hours, you work 1 hour, equal same, target same. It takes, for some people, it takes 2 hours. For some people, it takes 1 hour. For some people, it takes 10 minutes. No problem. So I believe in motivation. I believe in effort. I believe in support. Support provided by your organization, your top boss, your parents, your colleagues, especially if they are married women. If they don't get support from the husband or family, they cannot lead a good life. So this is all about the performance, ability, motivation, and opportunity. I think now I can raise question. I can share. I try to answer if you raise any question regarding my topic. I delivered almost 40 minutes.
Sir, we are waiting. We are waiting. Some people have joined through Facebook and others. We are waiting for the questions.
Okay.
Our team is collecting the questions. Our team is collecting the questions, sir.
Okay. So, but you cannot provide all support. Some things beyond the control of the top management. For example, no lighting, technological problem, war in Russia and Ukraine, beyond my control. So I cannot perform. So the performance not within my control. Something external, contextual. So performance equal to ability, motivation, and support, opportunity. Something beyond your control, you have nothing to do. You have to consider what factors within control, what factors beyond my control. If something beyond my control, don't blame someone for performance. But as a manager,
sir,
as the head of the
there is a question.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes. Okay.
There is a question. How to deal with stubborn employees in an organization? बहुत जो जिद्दी किस्म के employees होते हैं, जो जिद्दी होते हैं. How to deal with stubborn employees, those who are too hostile?
Yes, right. Those who are
hostile. How to deal with hostile and stubborn employees at workplace? Yes,
those are hostile. Some people are. You have to be very much careful about recruitment. Once you recruit someone, if you recruit a bad guy, they become liability for 40 years if that is job security. Even some star player, star employee become liability after 5 or 6 years. So training and training, psychological training is very important. Psychological training, not reward. Psychological training is a must. Psychometric testing, psychological training. Try to find out his problem, maybe a problem, family problem, individual problem. Focus on family problem. Try to solve those problems. Some people have distress, frustrated, hostile, and they angry with others. How to tackle? You cannot tackle all problems, but you need psychological advising. If they don't cure, you have to terminate. But before termination, give him or her best psychological treatment. In my country, many students commit suicide in the girls' hostel because of breaking relationship. We appoint two psychologists. Now we stop suiciding. Why do you die for others? There are many boys. One gone, many comes. So booster, mental booster, attitude.
Yes.
Attitude is important. Attitude is important.
We have to
Positivity.
cope up with the things.
Yes, positivity,
Right.
positivity. But still, in spite of advising, if someone make recovery, you have to terminate because employee cannot be liability for the organization. Organization come first.
Right.
But I gave you support. If support fail, of course I will terminate. To me, organization come first. Before discharging or termination, give him or her best treatment. That is called psychological treatment, mental treatment, mental booster.
Right. Thank you, sir. There is another question which says, what incentive programs are more motivate employees to perform at a higher level?
Yes, very good question.
What
Very good.
incentive programs
Yes,
are
I
more
do
effective
understand.
in motivating employees to perform
Yes,
at a higher level?
Yes, I do understand. Top level. There are three levels: top, middle, bottom. There are three levels of management: top, middle, bottom. Me, top level. I am a senior professor. I am top level. For me, money is not important because I made money early stage for survival, for existence. Now, for me, more important is appreciation and recognition. But first of all, money is important. Until my monetary needs satisfied, I'm in trouble. I cannot jumping from 1 to 5 according to Abraham Maslow. You know the theory of Abraham Maslow? Need hierarchy theory.
Right, right.
What is your need? What incentive required to satisfy your need? Don't generalize, individualize. First identify your need. Somebody need for money, somebody need for security, somebody need for status, somebody need a car, somebody need a good placement near to his house, somebody need for creative job, challenging job, difficult job, somebody like routine job. You have to identify demand of individual employee. For top management, I think more important is freedom and autonomy. Freedom, autonomy, appreciation, recognition, social recognition, appreciation, freedom, autonomy. Not money, because in the meantime he makes a lot of money. He's given good salary. For example, Indian professors are writing a good number of papers. Become a professor. Right. In Bangladesh, at least one professor need to write 15 papers. I read 60 articles, and these articles I've written not for promotion. These articles I've written to spread my knowledge among my community. Did increase my social status, improve, autonomy, freedom, knowledge. Most important is recognition. For example, all Indian likes Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, Dhoni. Why? Because they did something for India. So here money is not important. Money is important for the bottom level. Those still do not satisfy their basic need for food, need for shelter, need for education. We are in the middle stage or above stage. We need more power, autonomy and freedom. Autonomy is very important.
Right. There is another question. Thank you so very much. There is another question which says, would a manager use the same techniques to motivate employees in other countries as they are being used in US and other Western countries? Why or why not?
Yes, very good question. Your students are very good. You see, motivation technique, motivation tools differ from country to country. For example, USA, people like individualistic. In Japan, they like group reward. In the USA, individual reward. So culture comes first. Every country has unique culture. Japanese culture is different from American culture. That's why one great book you have to read, Theory Jet, William Ossie. I think you know the name of the book, Theory Jet. So same technique cannot be applied for all. Man to man differ. Man to man, culture to culture, religion to religion. Those who are great believer, for example, in India, they call Brahman. They go to Mandir. They are not crazy for money. They do something for the welfare of the people. Some people lead a luxury life. They need more money. In USA, they are slave of capitalism. Me, as a professor, I am not slave of capitalism. I slave to my happiness. So happiness and solvency are not same thing. What is important is happiness. Be happy. What you have. Don't compare with others. Don't suffer from comparison disorder. Dr. Sudhanshu Singh, okay, he's Dr. Sudhanshu Singh, he's the head of the MBA program. Okay, why not me? Don't do it. He's in good position. Try to go there. Don't jealous. Don't jealous. So motivation technique differ from person to person. Same thing. But it depends on culture, values, and belief. Every country has his own motivation tool. Every man needs different motivation tool. Same tool cannot be applied for all. That is the question. As a head of the organization, Dr. Sudhanshu, as a head of the organization, your duty to provide support to your students. Your students means they have hostel facilities, food facilities, quality of life. These are important. Top management must create a good environment where all students, all employees work together, cohesively, friendly, harmoniously, harmonious relationship. In India, very harmonious relationship among the community.
Right.
In Bangladesh also, our government, Sheikh Hasina, she's very kind to all and very harmonious. That's why we make it tremendous development. Last 12 years, our country makes tremendous development. We are as good as like India now. Our per capita income, Indian per capita income almost same. So establish a harmonious relationship within the organization. Then people will contribute. People contribute when they feel environment is friendly, environment is conditional. I help you, provided you help me. I work hard for the organization, but organization also try to understand, try to satisfy my need. I work hard. I am not Gautam Buddha. You know Gautam Buddha? Buddha made sacrifice. Gandhi made sacrifice. But we are materialist. I do something for you. You do something for me. Give a plus minus return. Yes.
Give and take relationship.
Yes, give and take relationship.
Reciprocal relationship.
This is reciprocal. First give, then take. Keep in mind. First give. If you give some, if you help someone, he feel obligated to do something for you. If you always demand and demand, nobody like you. Give and take means be a giver, not a taker. Then automatically
we still have not reached the ultimate point in the ladder of Abraham Maslow's hierarchy theory. Yes, self-actualization. Yes. We haven't attained that point.
Yeah, right. You see, Tendulkar reached the self-actualization. Tendulkar made more than 100 century. Now Virat Kohli, Dhoni, even Maradona, he made a goal in 1986 World Cup. Uncommon goal, best goal. That is the number one goal. So self-actualization is very difficult. Maximum people can reach in number 3 and 4. Only few professors can reach number 5. Writing good books, like Peter and Drucker, like Marketing Philip Kotler, like Coons, like Griffin. They're good books. I write good books, and millions of people read the books. That is self-actualization. You Ravi Thakur.
Those who get rid of materialization.
Yeah, they are not crazy for money. They are not crazy for money. Those who are
above and away from materialistic needs.
Yeah, materialist is very bad, very bad. Main motto is do something for the welfare of others. Don't be self-centered. Don't be individualistic. We are very self-centered. We think always ourselves. Think others. Think about others. As a human being,
sir, in Indian mythology, we say we have 4 purusharths: dharma, artha, kam, and moksha. After the attainment, after the full fulfillment of all your worldly desires, after you attain dharma means the path of righteousness, artha means the money, and kama means all your worldly desires. And after you attain all these 3, then you will lead to salvation, the moksha.
Salvation, right.
That is what Maslow has said.
Yeah, right. I think Maslow need Gita and Bhagavad. I think they read all the books. All the books. Actually, all people are not. All people think, great men think. You know,
great men think alike.
Great men think
alike. Across boundaries. There is no boundary to the.
You see what Adam Smith says in Wealth of Nation. Anything public is vast and inefficient. Public sector is famous for mismanagement. Private sector is well managed because it is private property. Sense of sense of management is high in case of private sector,
Hmm.
but quality of management is very poor in public sector. But it is government. So government sector means worst and inefficient in every country. That's why America privatized everything except foreign policy and weapons, arms.
Right.
I think India also too. There are many private sector in India. There are many private universities in India. And in Bangladesh, more than 200 private universities in now Bangladesh. Last 20 years, we have more than 200 private universities, and that is good.
Okay.
Of course, all are not with good quality, but quality is a degree, and gradually they improve quality. So you see, motivation
Dhaka is
is
gradually becoming the manufacturing hub for all cotton garments, ready-made garments.
in Bangladesh. Ready-made garments is doing good because we have a lot of women. 80% women are garments workers. They are not properly paid, so cost of labor is saved. In the meantime, they are given training. We are buying quality
That is
goods.
why,
We buy
yes.
fabrics from India, India, China, and Indonesia fabrics. But we have a lot of textile mill. If we are sufficient in textile mill, that is backward linkage, manufacturing and forward linkage, we do better. You know, backward linkage, manufacturing and forward linkage. A country must have access to both backward and both forward linkage.
Forward
India is
and
doing
backward.
forward linkage, right? Once we depend too much on India for fabrics, for ready-made garments. Now India is buying ready-made garments from Bangladesh, especially Assam, Tripura, West Bengal. I've seen. We are living in global village. Interdependency. It doesn't matter.
It's a global village.
We are brother in the family. We are all brother and sister. We help each other. So the world is a global village. One country help other. If a country is self-sufficient, they undermine others. For example, Russia is very strong. Russia undermine Ukraine. America is very strong. That is very bad. Every country should be interdependent, not independent. We need India.
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We say in Sanskrit, Vasudhaiva, whole world is one.
Right. We need each other. We need each other. It is like a body. Body has too many parts. The world has too many parts. But problem is, those who are powerful, they are mighty, and they disturb others. That is the problem.
What you said in your speech initially, you said if there is no harmony, there is no progress. You started from this point.
Harmony, communal harmony. You see, religion itself not bad. People use religious for their personal satisfaction. That is very bad. Religion means all are equal. All are equal. No harm, no discrimination. But we make wrong interpretation of religion. We capitalize it.
There is a question. I have got one more question. How can synergies be developed in MNCs, multinational organizations?
Yes, very difficult time. You are right. You are very good, very difficult question. Synergy is very important. And people with different background cannot work together. It is a couple of workforce diversity. Workforce diversity is a must. Training is important. Before hiring, make sure these people he is a team player. If he is not a team player, don't recruit him. You have a soft skill. There are different type of soft skill: computer, digital, problem solving, etc. But main is team player. If you're a team player, then I will recruit you. For example, Messi is a team player. I like football. That's why I give example of Messi. Messi is a team player, but Neymar is a team player. But Mbappe is not a team player. Messi.
Is it true that every Bengali is a soccer player, soccer lover?
Lover. Yeah, we are soccer lover, not cricket lover.
Every Bengali is music lover and they are soccer lover.
Soccer lover, right. You see, if you are a good assist, Messi is number one in assist. It is called assist. How many times he assists? He assists 330 times. Number one in the world. That's why Messi is good, best award. If you are a helpful people, if you are a team player, people like you. You help your colleagues. You help your boss. You help your junior. I am a senior professor. I help my all colleagues in writing articles. I make correction of their articles, grammar, sentence. So they quite love me.
That's the leadership.
Leadership, yes. I without money, I help people. Helping people makes me happy. You must have a
true leader is one who create leaders.
Yes. Dr. Sudhanshu, if you are helpful, people love you, respect you, and that makes you happy. Before sleeping,
Right, sir.
you think, oh, today I helped 20 people. This feeling make you happy and you have a good sleep.
Wonderful.
If you are a dakat, if you are a thief, you have a robber, it will not make you happy. Helping people make you happy.
Right, sir.
That is
Right.
the message of Mahatma Gandhi. I like Mahatma Gandhi. I read
Right.
many books of Mahatma Gandhi. Even you read our Prophet Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He's a great prophet because he sacrifice. If you sacrifice, people love you. If you consume everything, people hate you.
Right.
And teachers always sacrifice. Teachers consider their students as if they are children. I like my
Right.
colleagues, my students are my children. They don't say my father, mother. They call me sir. But I love them as if they are my children. So if someone approaches you, you help people. And that is the motto. That should be philosophy of a good teacher, good leader. Or a teacher is a leader. You are a leader. You are as a teacher in the classroom. You are a leader. You have to convince your students. You manage your students. At the end of the day,
so you have traveled so much across the Asian countries. So what difference do you?
Yes. Okay. Ask
What
the question.
difference do you find in the Western teaching and Asian teaching?
Asian
Teaching to PG students like ours, MBA students. What is the difference?
Yes, right. You see, in Europe and America, they are very honest and hardworking, individualism. But in Japan, Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, they are collectivism. Culture is collectivism. But all people are brilliant. You see, we are created by same Almighty Creator, same God, same Allah, God, Bhagavan, same. So Allah does not make. Allah is very impartial. You are India, Uttar Pradesh, I am Dhaka, Bangladesh, we are same. What make difference? Maybe you work hard. You are forced to learn English. Because in India, it's a big country, you don't know where you will get job. So all Indians are good in English. Even you may not job in India, you go to USA or England. So your competitive environment create pressure for your self-development. So competition is important. In America, competition is very high. So they learn. They learn by themselves. Reading for pleasure, working for pleasure. Automatically they develop. Indians are very good. Indians, a lot of people are unemployed. In Bangladesh, a lot of people are unemployed. When there is a competition, you have to work hard. You have to improve. Then you will find good job. You can make a solvency. Either you do business or you do job. Whatever you do, you have to work hard. Working hard, there is no alternative. There is no alternative.
Right.
All people
so
are
thank you so very much.
So Sudhanshu, all don't undermine students. All people are talented because all are created theoretically with the same Almighty Creator. I am a believer. I think you are also a believer. As a believer, the Creator is very impartial. The Creator is very impartial. He or she does not create favoritism or nepotism. Don't think Japanese are very, very good, American are very good. It is environment. That makes difference. For example, in India, corruption is less. In Japan, there is no corruption. But in India, some corruption. Bangladesh has some corruption. But Japan, no corruption. So, from very beginning of life, at the age of 4, 5, 6, 7, at the age of 4, teach students to lead honesty. Honesty is the best policy. We learn it, but we are not practicing it. We have to die. We will die. As a human being, we must die. But why? You are crazy for money. Through corruption. Work hard, make money, lead an honest life. That makes you happy. Education, enlighten people, transfer your knowledge among the colleagues. In Japan, it is compulsory. If someone go to abroad, seminar or symposium, the Japanese professor or Japanese manager or MD, they are forced to deliver a lecture, disseminate knowledge among the colleagues. What you learn in India, what you learn in Bangladesh, what you learn in USA. So you have to disseminate and distribute knowledge among the colleagues. So other colleagues who didn't go to India, they will learn. That is lecture. That is the teaching.
In our institute, sir, we too have a culture of if somebody goes out of India or out of the city for delivering any research paper or delivering a speech or as a keynote speaker in some conferences, they are required, when they come back, they are required to deliver the same thing here in front of the local audience. The students and faculty members, what you have delivered there. so that enrichment, they also can be enriched.
That is the Japanese
So-
policy. That is the Japanese policy. Japanese people like Indians. Japanese, oh, Indians are very creative and hardworking. I have many friends from Japan. Japanese, Japanese like Indian because Indian people are very hardworking. Because India is huge competition. 140 million people, 140 crore. So huge competition. That is important. I see. You think if you distribute knowledge, total knowledge will be increased. If you are miser in distribution, when you die, your knowledge will die. If you are alive among others, if you distribute knowledge, so it is your duty to disseminate
I
knowledge.
think what is to be learned from Japanese is their resilience. They fell down many a times, but they stood again and again, and they again became the leader of the industry and market.
Right. They're very hardworking. If they work total yearly 2,300, the most hardworking people in the world is Japanese because they have no resource. Only 9% land.
Right.
Only 9% land. All others are hill and ocean.
Water.
Still they are number one. No resource, no oil, no gas, no diamond, no gold. But number one, because they have human capital. They make their people capital. We make our people not resource. That is called human capital management. Knowledge worker, intellectual capital. We have money. Money is not everything. Human capital is more important. Money today you have money, tomorrow you have no money. But your knowledge will remain until you die. That's why in Holy Quran, you see Holy Quran, the Creator says, learn knowledge from cradle to grave. You know cradle? Dolna theke kabar. Grave means gore means kabar. Dolna means when babies are born, dolna. Like this one. Allah Almighty Creator says, they learn knowledge, gain knowledge after birth to before death. That is, the Creator make compulsory for education. Education is made compulsory for all. But society does not make it compulsory because of poverty, artificial law, manipulation, discrimination, so many things. We are faulty. We are liable, not the Almighty Creator. We are liable. Okay, Sudhanshu.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much, sir. It was a wonderful session. So talking to you is like talking to someone from the family, sir. Like a head of the family. I'm affectionate. All of us here, LDC, are getting so affectionate talking to you and attending your session, sir. It's like talking to someone who is like a father figure to all of us. Whatever you talked about is all related to us, to a common man in this area of subcontinent, harmony, peace, growth, dealing with people. And you talked at length about all these issues, dealing with collectivism, how collective approach can lead to a better able person, and how increasing ability can lead to motivation. You talked about Skinner's theory, goal path theory. You talked about synergy, and how you talked about the habit of increasing reading. How you talked about reading enhances the ability. And you quoted example of many a great person, those who read every day. So thank you so very much, sir, for being with us, for sharing your wonderful words of wisdom.
Okay, it is a pleasure. It is a pleasure. It is a pleasure to share my knowledge with my distinguished Pandit. India called Pandit. Pandit now is the English word, not only Sanskrit.
Pandit is someone who carries knowledge, has knowledge.
Now American use the same word Pandit, not a scholar. You'll find in dictionary the word is Pandit. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So as all teachers are Pandit, but you try to become Pandit. We are not Pandit. Don't proud a Pandit. We are learning is a process. It is a journey. No destination.
Right.
Every time, the more you learn, the more you know. We don't know nothing. I am finishing my lecture by quoting one great quotation of Socrates. One of the disciples of Socrates said, "Sir, are you intelligent?" Socrates said, "Yes, I am intelligent. Sir, you are very frowdy." "No, I am not frowdy." "Wait 1 minute. I am intelligent because I know what I don't know."
Right, sir.
I know what the
Right.
more you read, the more you feel you are ignorant. Am I right?
Right, sir.